Hello children, welcome to our class. The chapter 3 current electricity numerical problems we can see now. Find the value of current I in the circuit given below. Right. See here, this is a circuit diagram which in this A, B, C. So 3 resistor they have given, the value is 30. Right. So we have to take A, C, B in this leg. The 30 plus 30 which is parallel with the resistance. Okay, these three. So they can directly we can add it 30 plus 30, that is 60. Okay, this ACB. So this ACB which is equal to 60 ohm directly we can take. So in this arm AB is 30. So here this will be come to the parallel. Is it right? Just imagine like that. Here 60. So that we have to resolve this thing. For to get the parallel, we can solve this. R which is equal to 30 into 60 by 60 plus 30. Right. So which is equal to, when you solve this, mathematically you will get 20 ohm resistance. Okay, this 2 which is series, so directly we have connected. So 30 plus 30, 60 we got it. This 2 legs AB and the other leg which is in parallel. So the parallel resistance we can get finally R which is equal to 20 ohm. Now the formula for getting the I, current I, which is equal to V by R. So V value they have given 2 ohm. So 2 by 20 it is equal to 0.1 ampere. This is the current which is there in this circuit. Okay. So the next numerical, calculate the current shown below by the ammeter A in the circuit. Right. See the complicated circuit. We can rearrange this circuit as for our convenient. So this is 5 ohm and for that is getting connected with another 5 ohm resistor. This 5 ohm which connected with other 5 ohm resistor, and these resistors which are connected in the parallel. Right, like 2 10 ohm resistor which is connected and another 2 resistors which are connected in the circuit. This is connected with the ammeter. Okay, so we can rearrange this. This is also equivalent to the value of this one. So these are all 10 ohm resistors. So we can easily now resolve this 10 ohm which is parallel we can get. Yes, so these steps are very easy for us. Now say the 2 10 ohm resistance connected in parallel, so that 10 into 10 by 10 plus 10 which is equal to 5 ohm. So for 2 such combinations connected in series, so that for the equivalent which is nothing but 5 plus 5 which is equal to that 10 ohm, directly we can write for the these combinations. Right. Now we can get the resistance of 5 ohm, 10 ohm and 5 ohm. Right. This one 5 ohm. Now we can get this result as 10 ohm, then this is 5 ohm. So these are connected in parallel. Right. Now we can take as a third step. So 1 by R which is equal to 1 by 5 ohm plus 1 by 10 ohm plus 1 by 5 again. Right. Now you get it? So these things. Now which is equal to by resolving it you can get 1 by 2, or we can get R which is equal to 2 ohm. Finally we got the resistance, the equivalent resistance value which is equal to 2 ohm. Now directly we can apply I which is equal to V by R. So V which is equal to, we know that 10 volts they have given by 2, so 5 ampere. So that I which is equal to 5 ampere. Got it children? Yes. Now a battery of EMF E and internal resistance R gives a current of 0.5 ampere with an external resistor of 12 ohm. See, this information gives us the relation between the R, internal resistance R, external resistance, and the EMF. See, we are going to use that, right? Then, and a current of 0.25 ampere with an external resistor of 25 ohm. So, we have to calculate the internal resistance of the cell and the EMF E of the cell. Okay. Now, we can apply the formula EMF of the cell. Which is equal to E is equal to I external resistor plus internal resistor. So, for the first case, that is, they have asked internal resistance of the cell. For the first case, we can take EMF E. They didn't give E, which is equal to, they have given 0.5 ampere current with the external resistance 12 plus R. Right. For the second case, they have given E, which is equal to 0.25 current I and the external resistance 25 plus R. So, we are going to compare that to, therefore, 0.5 12 plus R, which is equal to 0.25 into 25 plus R. Then we will get R value. Okay. We will get the R value. If you solve it, you will get R, which is equal to 1 ohm. So, this is the internal resistance value. By applying this internal resistance in the formula, we can get the EMF, right? So, E, which is equal to 0.5 into 12 plus 1. So, E, which is equal to 6.5 volt. So, this is the EMF and the internal resistance value for this numerical, right? Here's the next question. By using Kirchhoff's law, right? Using Kirchhoff's law in the electrical network shown in this diagram, calculate the value of I1, I2, I3, the current value they asked, right? Now, by applying, see the diagram, see by applying the first law, that means the junction rule, the incoming current which is equal to the outgoing, is it right? Outgoing current. By that way, we can get the incoming which both I1, this I1 and I2 is in the same direction, and the I3 which is in the other, some other direction, opposite to that. So that we can take I1 plus I2 which is equal to I3, right? This we can take it as a first equation. Then by applying the Kirchhoff's second law, that is the loop rule, to the junctions, right? So first one we have to take AB, EF, A in this. Then second one is we have to take BC, DE, B. Before we are applying it, we can recall the law which we know that summation of lambda V which is equal to, summation of V which is equal to 0, and for the sign convention applying the loop rule, which is nothing but the first we have to take any direction as the direction of transversal. See here they have taken this direction, and the EMF of the cell is taken as positive if suppose the direction of transverse which you have taken as it's from negative to positive, or else otherwise you have to take it as negative. And the current resistance also IR, that both for that rule, if the resistor is transversed, is in the same direction as assumed as current, or else this is negative. Okay, by applying that law we can get the two equations, right? Now for that ABEFA, which is nothing but 2I3 plus 5I1 which is equal to 12. Okay. Now for the second, that means for BCDEB, here minus 2i3 minus 3i2 which is equal to minus 6. So the equations, 3 equations you have to take it. So it's the third equation. Okay, by resolving these 3 equations by mathematically, you will get I1 value which is equal to 48 by 31 ampere and I2 value which is equal to 18 by 31 ampere, and for I3 which is equal to 66 by 31 ampere. You will get the values for I1, I2 and I3. Right. So the next numerical, which is from the NCERT, from our book bag. The 4 arms of a Wheatstone bridge having the following resistance, that is for the AB 100 ohm and for the BC 10 ohm and for the CD 5 ohm, the DA which is 60 ohm, and a galvanometer which is 15 ohm resistance through the galvanometer when the potential difference of 10 volt is maintained across the AC. Now the same thing we are going to apply here directly the second law in this loop. For example, we can take this BADB. Okay, see, from that we can get 100 I1 plus the same direction, so that we will get 15 Ig minus 60 I2 which is equal to 0, right? And also we'll get, right, first we'll write that equation now. So we'll get 100 I1 plus 15 Ig minus 60 I2 which is equal to 0, or else we can write, by simplify it, we can get 20 I1 plus 3 Ig minus 12 I2 which is equal to 0. This we can take it as a equation 1, right? Now next
3.
The loop BCDB, we can take this loop, we can get 10 into I minus Ig, okay, I1 minus Ig, and so this opposite direction, so that minus 15 Ig and minus 5 into I2 plus Ig. So this is for this loop we are going to write and get the second equation. Okay, so 10 I minus Ig minus 15 Ig minus 5 into I2 plus Ig, okay, which is equal to 0. By simplifying this, we'll get 10 I1 minus 30 Ig minus 5 I2 which is equal to 0. Then we'll simplify 2 I1 minus 6 Ig minus I2 which is equal to both the equation which is divided by 5, so that we'll get these two equations like this. Then we can consider this loop ADCEA. We can see the loop now. See, ADCEA, okay, right? Right. So for that we have to take these two legs. So ADCEA, right? So ADCEA, which we have to take it that 60 ohm I2, 60 I2 plus 5 I2 plus Ig which is equal to 10. Okay, 60 I2 plus 5 I2 plus Ig which is equal to 10, we can get 65 I2 plus 5 Ig which is equal to 10. So by simplifying it, we will get 13 I2 plus Ig which is equal to 2. See now, the multiply the equation 2 by 10 will get, this equation 2 we are going to multiply by 10 for our convenience. We will get 20 I1 minus 60 Ig minus 10 I2 which is equal to 0. Now the first equation and the fourth equation we can take and resolve it. We'll get, see the first equation is what? 20 I1 plus 3 Ig minus 12 I2 which is equal to 0, which is the first equation. By resolving these things we can get 63 Ig minus 2 I2 which is equal to 0. Then I2 which is equal to 63 by 2 Ig, or we can write 31.5 Ig. So I2 value which is nothing but 31.5. Okay. Now substituting the value of I2 which is in this equation 3, we'll get 13 into 13 I2 plus Ig which is equal to 2 is the third equation. So 31.5 Ig plus Ig which is equal to 2. Okay. Now 410.5 Ig which is equal to 2. Then Ig which is equal to 2 by 410.5 ampere, or we can write 4.87 milliampere. Okay, so Ig current which is equal to 4.87 milliampere. Okay, so the same numerical asked in this year. You have to repeatedly see the numericals which is there in our NCERT book bag. Is very important, children. First you have to concentrate on all the book bag exercises which is given in our NCERT book. Then we can take all other examples, right? So board exam questions and the NCERT book bags, please repeatedly work out. Thank you, children.